Good evening, YouTube. This is Kaylin String coming at you with, I really didn't decide this until just a few minutes ago. And I'm on here late because I was helping out with an Eid party at my mosque. And I stayed until pretty much everything was cleaned up and put away for the most part. Some stuff will have to get done tomorrow, but, you know, I think everybody was just tired. There is a sunshine side of life 77, and I posted that I would just do a random ration, and I decided to pull out the hero ration, the Frito pie from Minotaur Trading Company. These were a fundraiser for a specific person, and I believe these are all gone. There is John Zamarie, thanks for dropping in. So, because I actually ate a bit, you know, I took something to eat lunch at my mosque because I wanted to get there early and start getting stuff set up, and to help the youth group find everything, you know, get things started. So I was basically helping them out. And so then we ate, we started serving around between 3 and 3:30. So I didn't actually eat anything until almost 4 o'clock. But anyway, I will not eat everything in here. I'll probably leave off the snacks and the dessert. There is Mike Kreischer. Thanks for dropping in. But I will go ahead and prepare the main and the sides. And the cold drink, which is one of my favorites, the cherry, I'll probably leave off. I'm not going to bother with the coffee. But let's show you what's in this hero ration. So the main is in 2 parts. This is the chili with steak chunks. There is Doxy Mom in the house. And then that goes with the corn chips. And normally what you would do is you would do, if you've ever heard of the walking taco, you have your bag of Doritos or Fritos corn chips, and you have your chili that you put into the bag of your chips. But I'm going to do it in reverse because this bag does not hold as much as this one. Then the cherry drink mix, that will go in the drinking jar. And then this is the cornbread stuffing. I like that these pouches are gusseted. This one is not, but that's okay because, you know, it doesn't need to be. The dessert in this particular one is a butterscotch pudding. There is Camp Patton Family Compound. So I probably will not eat this one. And then the 2 snacks, the classic trail mix and the peanut butter trail mix. Let's see if I can get a focus in on the ingredients in this. Almost had it focused. It's peanuts, pretzels, peanut butter chips, peanut butter candy, as in Reese's Pieces. So that's pretty much peanut butter centered on this one, as opposed to the classic, which is peanuts, raisins, M&Ms, almonds, cashews, and they put vegetable oil in this one. And then there's the Skyflix Crackers, which I don't think are really necessary since I have the corn chips and the cornbread stuffing. So as delicious as these are, I'm going to save these for another day. And then the accessory pack has the Folgers, coffee, creamer, salt and pepper, a wet wipe, and a spork and a couple of candies. So, of course, I won't be messing with that since I have my foreign emery spork. So I got water on the boil to prepare these two items. And my accessory pack just went flying, but I'll just get that later. So I am going to go ahead and open these up. Well, I may have to get the cheaters on this one. It actually sealed below the tear notch. So this is what the cornbread stuffing looks like. I've had it once before. That one opened a lot better. And that is what the chili with steak bites looks like. It smells like chili. So I am going to get my hot water and I'll be right back. This one calls for 10 ounces, but I don't think I'm going to put 10 ounces of water in there. And this one just calls for a couple ounces. It does smell like cornbread. Now I'm going to test out my new Reflectix bag. This is a sleeve that my black ammo can came to me in from my last year. I use foil tape to tape up the bottom. So I basically turned this into a bag, and I put tape on the seam all the way down on the inside as well as the outside. So I'm going to put both of these in here. Set them off to the side. I'm going to put my kettle back in the kitchen. I'll be right back. I just have a bag off to the side for my trash. This cherry drink mix calls for 12 ounces of water. Which is perfect for the drinking jar. There is LC in the house. Thanks for dropping in. And Olathe has dropped in, my Iowa sister. Next Sunday, I don't know what time I'll be back because I will be attending an Iowa prepper meetup at the Ledges State Park. I have arranged for transportation. I will be going Saturday because my driver was not able to go Friday because he will not be in the state. He's actually driving into Des Moines. From elsewhere. And he will just pick me up, take me to the park. For those who are not familiar with the Ledges, it is one of the state parks of Iowa. It is in Boone County along the Des Moines River. And it is called Ledges because of some of the features that it has. There's James Ortiz in the house. Thanks for dropping in. There are some natural ledges. I have not seen much of the park. I've only seen a few segments of it. There is some rock walls that were constructed many, many, many years ago that a lot of people like to go for photo shoots. And my sisters and I all had our senior pictures taken at that location, at one of these rock walls. Of course, that was back in the 80s. But people still like to go there for photo shoots. So I'm going to go ahead and open up these corn chips. They're Fritos. I'm going to go ahead and put them out right here so that they can be seen. For a second there, I thought a chip got sealed into the bag. Those coming in late, I have decided on the Minotaur Hero Ration, the Frito pie. I believe there's another menu, but I don't remember what that one was, but this one was still in stock when I made that particular order. So I've been sitting on this one for a while. Oh, ouch. Elsie. Yeah, that's a bummer. You know, I still catch myself looking for Mila. But if most of you have seen my YouTube channel, community posts, and those who are friends with me on Facebook saw my Facebook post this past Monday, I just couldn't stand Mila suffering anymore, the way she has gotten so weak and, you know, not eating or drinking. You know, she was basically all skin and bones and just was just not her usual self. But, you know, she was with me for 18 and a half years. But oh, sorry to hear that, Rachel. I hope things can go better for you. Yeah, Aletha knows, you know, yeah, when we lose a pet that we've had a long time, they're not just a pet, they're a member of the family, you know, and Mila was my kid. But I have pumpkin, and I have my deck garden. I'm just taking these out of the Reflectix bag. I want to give this one a shake. This one, this one will take longer. But I just wanted to give it a shake. Gonna go ahead and have a look at this. That's yep. But I took her to the Animal Rescue League, and they took care of business for me, and then they sent the paw prints. They took her paw prints and sent it to me, and I posted that as another community post on my channel page. Plus, I posted that on Facebook. What I will probably do is put that inside of a plastic sleeve. Oh, both of them? Well, that sucks if both of them got it. You know, I have known people who have gotten it. You know, like it was a chain reaction thing. Someone in the family would get it, and then it would just get passed on. Yeah, that's a bummer that both of them ended up with it. I hope that they both fully recover from it and don't have any lingering issues like a lot of people have. Yeah, that's much appreciated, John. Yeah. I'm sure you've had that in your family. You know how that goes. The cornbread stuffing is I'm going to go ahead and put that here. Wow, nearly got all out of the bag. Yeah, it looks closer to a standard stuffing because it's not pure cornbread. It's got like regular wheat. So this is a close-up of that. But it does have the cornmeal in it. It's not like the cubes. And again, I may not have done it completely correct. But it does taste like, it does have that cornbread flavor. But because there's regular There's flour in there, wheat flour. That kind of cuts the cornmeal flavor. But the stuffing flavors, your standard stuffing, it does have those seasonings in it. Now, thanks for dropping in, John. Hope to catch you on the flip side. At least you got to drop by for a little bit. But, so, next week, I don't know what time I'll be coming back from the ledges. But I do hope to, if I come back early enough, I may just go ahead and go live Sunday. I'm gonna go ahead and open up this. Yeah, I think it's a good thing I didn't put 10 ounces of water in there because it's still fairly soupy, but I think once I put the corn chips in here, which is what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put these in the bag. Put them all in. Yeah, you definitely don't want to have it super soupy when you're doing this walking taco or Frito pie. And I'm going to leave it in the bag. I'm not going to pour this out. It does taste like chili, but the steak, there are steak bits. And there is jalapeno in there. So it is spicy. Yep, I remember angelfish years ago. We had a fish tank at one time. We had a variety of fish. We had the angelfish, we had guppies, we had goldfish. And those are predominantly the fish that we had. And then one of my sisters had a betta. And that's one of those fish you have to be very careful with. You do not put two bettas in the same container. And you do not put a mirror in there because a betta will think it's a rival. And it will go after it. There are spicy tuna rolls in the house. Thanks for dropping in. Minotaur, Hero Ration, the Frito pie. I might actually do something a little different. I'm going to take some of this and plop it in there. And that will absorb some of the liquid. The instructions say to drain off, but I did not want to do that. There is Clint in the house. Thanks for dropping in. I do apologize for my stream being late, but I was helping out with Eid party at my mosque, and I stayed until pretty much everything was put away that could be done that day. I'm just putting some more of this cornbread stuffing in here. So the corn chips are already in here. But I wanted to leave the liquid for, the corn chips to absorb. And now I got some of the cornbread stuffing in here. And I'm eating it out of the bag just like I would if I was doing a walking taco. That's okay. Thanks for dropping in, Gil. And catch you on your live tomorrow. This Minotaur cherry drink is one of my favorites. Yeah, he does what's called a fireside chat on Mondays at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Everything in this chili fully rehydrated. And it's actually not too bad with the cornbread in there. I may go ahead and put more of it in there just for the sheer heck of it. Because I think this cornbread stuffing does need just a little bit more flavor. It's not too bad on its own, but it could use a little bit more flavor. And so I'm putting it in here. And when oh, there is Foreign MRE dropping that super chat. That's greatly appreciated. Saying hi to everybody. Oh, let me, oh crap. Let's see, LC, I'll have to scroll back up. Did someone accidentally boot him? Let's see if I can do something about it. Unhide. Okay, LC. You should be able to chat again. That was an oops. I've done that before. You know, usually I let mods who have faster connections deal with stuff like that. I mostly just report, unless I'm the only mod in there. But Elsie is back in. Yeah, when I was in a chat, someone who was just made a moderator wasn't sure on how to do things, so I invited or asked that new mod to put me in timeout for practice. You know, they didn't know what the timeout was like for the viewer, so when the timeout ended, I reported back what I was able to do and not do. You can watch on your timeout, you just cannot chat, but you're not hidden from the stream. So I'm okay with the new mod putting me in timeout for practice. If I get accidentally hidden, then unhidden, it doesn't bother me any. I just consider it practice. Sometimes I want to hit report on something and I hit the wrong thing. Yeah, I can't be put in timeout if I'm a mod or on my own channel, but I invited new mod to put me in timeout if they want practice. Yeah, because that's just the way I am. Well, I took a timeout for Ramadan. I was not on much. I did knock out a few videos, and I am going to retry my onion experiment. So a few days ago I went and bought a Vidalia onion, Rachel, when you need a timeout, you just take all the me time you need. You're going through some stuff, so crap happens to everybody. Yeah, it is. It's the Frito pie. The corn chips I put in here. And then this is the cornbread stuffing. On its own, it's not too bad. There's Garden State Gardener in the house. Thanks for dropping in. By itself, this cornbread stuffing, it's not too bad. It's got the stuffing seasoning in it. But it's just lacking a little bit something. So I just take a chunk of it, plop it right in, and mix it up. And here, now this chili would be good over rice or potatoes. Now, it's hard for me to go mushroom hunting because I don't like to go in the city itself because I don't want to pick up anything that's been contaminated with who knows what. Although I would like to walk the river that goes through the downtown area. Over north of the dam, there's what's called the Center Street Dam, which in a few years will be gone because they're going to rip that out. It's no longer producing hydroelectric power. They're going to take that out and turn that into a rapids for people to canoe and kayak down. Or they can get those rafts that can hold several people or two. Or even one. I think they make it for just one. And you paddle down there and you run it like any other rapids on another river. So they're going to completely redo that area of the Des Moines River underneath this pedestrian bridge that's called the Women of Achievement Bridge. Well, I would make more menus for halal and kosher. That's what I would do. I would include more menus for halal and kosher. You know, people who follow Muslim and Jewish dietary rules. Now, I do like the jalfrezi with lamb. That's one of my favorite USMREs. And I like the sag chole. But I would love to see some, just halal or kosher certified beef or chicken or turkey. I would like to see more turkey in MREs. Now, you can get an MCW with turkey tetrazzini. And that one is pretty darn good. So I would definitely get that MCW again. But there should also be more breakfast menus in the MRE lineup. The MCW lineup has more breakfast options. Yeah, Italian beef. The MRE goulash is not that bad, but I think the European goulashes are much better. A Polish goulash. That that is a winner. Now I would eat that Polish goulash more often if I could. Yeah. The lasagna. I want to try some of the newer British ORPs. And I want to try some of the newer German rations. Sorry about my phone, didn't mean to do that. But those will have to wait for another day. I keep watching them on eBay. There's some halal German rations that I keep watching, and I still want to get the Polish off-road ration. I don't know when I'll try for that again. There's a lot. When I tried to order that, the seller sent me the shooter's ration. But no response to my messages, so well, at least I got something, and it didn't get raided by customs. So I am happy about that. Now that one would be a very, very difficult one. What you might come close to would be one that is completely vegan. You can find some vegan ones that have no dairy, no egg. So if you can find one of those, and if you find anyone that is marked kosher, you might get lucky there. And some of the halal MREs, some of the halal menus are actually vegan. There is Chicago in the house. Thanks for dropping in. Let's see, Readiness Rations is here. I don't know Phoenix the Cat. I don't know who that is, but for those that may have missed my some of my community posts, I no longer have Mila. I had to send her across the Rainbow Bridge on Monday. Yeah, there are, if you find some of the kosher meals, if they're Passover rated, I mean, during Passover, dairy and meat cannot be in the same meal. So if you can get something that is marked suitable for Passover, that would probably be the best bet. Of course, getting hold of an Israeli ration, that would be very hard to find, I'm sure. I don't even know if Yossi can get any. Yeah, it's tough. You know, Aletha lost her little buddy Coda not really all that long ago. But, you know, I had to send Mila because after Ramadan, she just started taking a turn for the worse. And she just wasn't eating. She wasn't drinking. She even stopped relieving herself. And she just had some unusual stuff on her that I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. And no vet clinics were open on Monday that I could get to by bus, so I just took an Uber to the Animal Rescue League. I called ahead before I went and said that, you know, I may have to bring her in. So I did that. And I paid $60 for them to do the deed. And her ashes will be scattered over an open ground where people who are not able to pay to get their animals' ashes back, and you know, I could have, but then I would not have had enough money in my account to cover an Uber to come back home. I want to be able to cover that because it was a pretty, you know, going way out there is not cheap even for Uber. And they have jacked their rates. So, but I was okay with that. But they do the paw prints for free, so I got that. You know, I'm just happy with how they handled it. Yeah, I have not checked their site, but they did have some kid-friendly type rations. And then at one time there was a German, I think it was a German gift box that was supposed to be like a kid's ration. And but I don't know if any of those are still available. I think those are usually available like in November, December, something like that. But even if those are available, they might be hard to find. Well, yeah, there you go. You can, just like you do the custom standard all MREs or a zombie ration or whatever they want to call it, to customize it. If you can do that, and of course you can always just buy stuff in grocery stores and other stores and just put it in a bag and call it good. And if you can find a Ziploc bag or use a Mylar bag with a zip top, you know, that could make it fun. But oh, that's awesome, LC. Yeah, it would have been nice to have Mila back here, but it wouldn't be the same. And I'm okay with what the ARL is doing, if they have not done it already. The way I look at it, Mila's suffering has ended. I just consider her free. And that's okay, Rachel. I'm probably going to go ahead and cut this one anyway, since I'm not going through everything that's in here. I mean, still have these awesome Skyflix Crackers. I highly recommend these. And if you can get a variety pack on Amazon, go for it. These trail mixes, I may take them with me. This peanut butter one, I mean, it's peanut loaded. Of course, this one is not, both of these are not for people with nut allergies, but I may take these with me. And of course, I have this butterscotch pudding, which we'll get saved for another day. And of course, the accessory pack. What I usually do with that. There's Wyoming in the house. I did the deed already. Sorry about that. But I should be back next Sunday, as I said earlier. I don't know when I'll be back from the Ledges because I'm attending an Iowa prepper meetup there. This will be my first time attending such an event because in the past someone has tried to organize it, but there was not enough interest and I couldn't get anyone to offer me a ride. But this time I got a ride, but I can only go on Saturday and then come back Sunday. But that's how, if I can do any video from there, I will. But if I don't get to shoot any, that's fine. I think that would depend on others attending if they don't mind being on the video or not. But what I did open up was this Hero Ration Frito pie. This was a fundraiser. All the proceeds from the sales of this particular ration went to benefit a specific person. And that was very awesome of Bob to do stuff like that. And he still does stuff like that. He puts up things that will benefit a specific person. The tip jars on the Minotaur site. All that money is used to provide some assistance to a community member in need. And so I think there's something going on. Oh, yeah, that should be awesome. I'll be looking forward to that one. I love doing these live reviews. I think it's a lot more enjoyable than just recording it and then uploading it. It's more fun to interact with the viewers. Now, when I do the Canadian IMPs, because I have all those extra bars that CT sent me, I will get into some of those, especially if there's something, if there's a candy or a bar that's in the IMP that has been seen before. I'll probably swap it out for one of the other ones that CT sent me, because he sent me quite a few that I had not seen before. like some of the different coffee crisp flavors. Although I may do a comparison between the regular coffee crisp and the other flavored ones. I don't know. But I have the poutine and the shepherd's pie IMPs, the paper bag ones. Someday I hope to get one of the newer packaging IMPs, where they got rid of the cardboard boxes on the main and the dessert. And the bag is actually waterproof until you open it. Oh, wow. That is awesome. I hope you got both A and B of those so you don't have repeats. Yeah, they went in I think 2020 or 19 or something like that. They went from the paper bag to a plastic bag with the zip, so that if you either don't eat everything out of it or you want to pack up all your trash inside it and dispose of it more cleanly, you can do that. And sealed up, unopened, they are waterproof, whereas the paper ones, water will seep in through it. And they could get damaged that way. Well, LC, you need to get one and try it. Now, I would start out with the USMREs first and see what see the different menus that sound interesting. Yeah, sometimes you'll get crackers, sometimes you'll get what's called the wheat snack bread, sometimes you get tortillas. In the Canadian IMPs, you either get tortillas or a hamburger bun. Well, thanks for dropping in. And when Readiness Rations does go live, I'm sure he will post up when he's going to do that. So definitely check him out. But I think I'm going to go ahead and close this one off myself. Yep, that is true, Wyoming. That's, once I got bit by the ration bug, I ain't turning back. But I do want to thank you all for dropping in on my sudden, late stream. And I will try to go live next Sunday if I get back soon enough from the ledges. So anyway, thanks for watching and catch you on the flip side.